Episode 1, the first turnabout. How long are these episodes? I just started the game. Murder? Let's go. Dang it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like... I'll make it look like he did it. It's a law, hello. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hi, Achieve. Whew. I don't like her. I don't like that voice for her. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you do the defendant before this case? Yeah. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Bro, what? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in the world without her. I can't. Who took away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? I ain't starting at any of that stuff, boy. First responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky side for dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's actually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know that better than anyone, that he's a guy. He's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecutor's ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Uh-huh. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial would decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. and shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's that boy Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do just fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Gotta read the case report over so many times. It's... Wait, no, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you sure you're up to this? Do you even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim... Oh, the victim of... Oh, of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who was the victim in this case? Oh, that's Cindy Stone, age 22. She did everything that she could do. That's Cindy Stone. Little Cindy Stone. I had to check it just to be sure. Little Cindy Stone. No, I'm not. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. I'm about to start rapping on the beat. Correct. Now, tell me what was the cause of their death. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I know that for sure. But blunt trauma. She was struck once, hit by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? Yes. The murder weapon of this was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. You should have paid attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only evidence you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do we do now? Chief, what do you do now? Sorry about that. Pay attention. You want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Get your chance to respond to prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. There he gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? But I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the other day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! Lies! All of it! Lies! I won't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport? According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took the money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. So, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I think you want to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth Oh, in all the wrong directions. Should I... Can I stop him from answering? Can I stop him from answering? This is a case file right here. Winston Payne 52. Okay, hold on. Let me check it up. Thinker, it's rather heavy. Okay, I'm gonna stop him. Can I do that? Can I stop him? Let's find out. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is relevant to this case. Ah. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in that afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? Whoa. I know. I sent him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness to prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that right?
Order, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Solid, you may proceed with the testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw the man fleeing from the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw a lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting over there. Larry, why did you tell the truth? Elmant. I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursuit.
Blackout record added to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why are you supposed to lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Your client isn't innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence.
Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found all the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out contradictions in testimony.
You know I got you. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from the apartment. Wait, press means like... I didn't know that's what I was about to do, sorry. Isn't it a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and frightened at the same time. So like, a criminal fleeing from a crime scene. The defense requests that the witness refrain from that conjecture.
Of course, what the witness means is that he saw the man looking suspicious. So, what happened next?
But he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, the woman not moving, dead. I pointed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. Oh, he looked inside, but he didn't go in. Okay. I thought I might call the police immediately. Fine. She died and just sat there for 2 hours. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Cap! That's Cap! That's Cap, Your Honor! That's Cap! The evidence clearly states... Clearly reveals there's a contradiction in your statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in the statement now related? They aren't, are they? What? Are you tweaking? They're forcing. Okay. If we look at... You said you remember the time, right? There'll have to be the autopsy report then. Right? Okay, there it is. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of the death somewhere after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Well, gee,
That's a really good question.
Good job, Mr. Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotape program. That's why I thought this was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. For sure. Now will you do the blackout? You see, when I found the body I found the time. There was a voice saying the time probably coming from the television. That's cap. Because once again, the blackout. Now we can use that. You've been capping. Hold it right there. The prosecution just said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. But this record proves it. You could have heard the television or video. Yeah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock in finding the body. Well, Mr. Sawit, let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. A clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. You see. Yap. You had a murder weapon. The killer used to hit the victim. Go back. Do we know that was used? I'm gonna go this one first, and then we'll go autopsy if that doesn't work. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with the objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies, sir.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with testimony now? Okay, let me look. I should. Yeah, because it still wouldn't be powered unless it has batteries. I saw problems with that. Your Honor, there was a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying, in fact. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck in the head with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Yeah. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Mister, what's the meaning of this? This is all a baseless conjecture.
Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock? That day, I never, look, the clock, I saw, I heard, I thought of you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. He's tweaking. Order in the court, I said.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defensive claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard gave him the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. You better think through this carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply like you try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock right here, right now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are the conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of the death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Ooh, what are you talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you cannot prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that?
Hey, that was close too.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yeah, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends in a cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way to testify and look at what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You liars are out the slime! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright. I don't know. I couldn't think of something consistent, so his accent goes a lot of different ways.
Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow.
Yeah, the blackout.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
So first, let's see you pull this one off. Let's see what the evidence I actually forgot. The password doesn't mean anything, actually. It was out from noon to 6, though. The problem was the 6 thing. Got him. Excuse me. This proves your claim. How? I can't see what that evidence has to do with the clock.
What do you mean? Literally, watch. Power outage happens. Right? Bro, whatever, bro. One more chance. Give me just one more chance.
All right, Mr. Wright. The time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Only thing left is a passport. The report?
Oh, excuse me. This was your claim. How? I can't see what evidence has to do with the clock.
Board! Out my ear. The passport doesn't make logical sense. I don't know how that has to do with one or the other. We already looked at the statue. It's in between these two, though. But why? So I don't think it was 3 hours behind then. That don't make sense.
Excuse me. This proves your claim. How?
This is... So it's the passport? That's a force. That's such a force. What? The evidence is just returned home from Ride before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. So you're telling me that she took the clock with her? What? Sure, bruh. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim had to reset her clock before returning home. That's why the time you heard... That's why the time you heard when he struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid. Or should I say, Mr. Did It.
Nah. Order, I say.
Jetboard, things are going pretty okay.
Well, this case has suddenly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, it's only a formality, but if this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned.
Yeah, hey. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people who never they were out their house. That day, though, when Lady went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. He should have taken it with him. He's really trying to commit murder and get out.
But fingerprints is like that. August 3rd, 2:32. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Whew. I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owed a lot to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
Never seen the Chief looking this happy before. He's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is... I don't remember what My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my sin and win is gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was, Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can probably see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
Yeah, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Does that make you want to just cry? Larry.
Are you sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah. You don't sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really.
Isn't that right?
It's just wanted to show your friend something that proves how she felt about him.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
What is she talking about? Bruv, I don't know.
Forget it. Here you go, Larry. Proof. Okay, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll forget about it soon enough. Look, I'm gonna head home. Thanks a ton, eh? Guess that was the right thing to show him. So I saw the thing on me. Whatever, bro.
Right? Oh, we see the importance of evidence now.
Also,
Hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too.
shows the passport.
We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why he became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah. Part at least.
You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless the clock he gave me. Let's count that, you know. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Tight beats. Alright, so like, how we say this? Yeah. We ain't doing it now? Yeah, you save my content and let me, yeah, double save. Wop, 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 wop. Great. Next game, clap, clap, clap. Next game, clap, clap, clap. I chose to give him the passport. The passport thing. They need more specific items. Does the second game have zombies? Does it? I couldn't find the first Black Ops disc fast. So that means it's probably over here. If the second game has zombies, we can run